I'm currently in Hensua, a suburb of Techiman. In here, residents are very concerned about the state of their roads, as well as flooding they experience whenever it rains. Behind me is a bridge which apparently has collapsed. And from reports, on Saturday, the 25th of September, a 53-year-old woman, together with her granddaughter, who is 9 years old, were returning from the farm when, unfortunately, upon reaching this portion of the road, were carried away by the strong currents of the flood at the time. They both lost their lives. I'm going to interact with some residents here as to how these conditions affect their livelihoods and also their businesses.
It's not easy, and if you are a pedestrian too and you are walking by too, it's not easy. If you joke, you can die here now.
Following the unfortunate death of 53-year-old Ya Ejewa and her 9-year-old granddaughter, the Techiman South Member of Parliament, Martin J. Mensah-Korsah, has visited the bereaved family and spoke exclusively to City News.
It was a very, very pathetic story. There is an engineer currently built to work on that stretch. Unfortunately, work hasn't started.
Several parts of Techiman also experienced flooding after heavy downpours. Speaking with AJ Mensah-Korsah, he tells me most of the flooding cases are as a result of residents building along waterways.
Areas earmarked to be roads for the community have had structures, standing or sitting on them. There is a portion where you have a stream, that flows, and somebody is built halfway into it. When it rained the last time, we had some crocodiles find their way into the communities and that particular house when the whole place got flooded. That is where the problem begins. If you choose to build where water must pass, why don't you expect the water to spill over into the community because it cannot find its way?
I visited one of the worst hit suburbs in Techiman, Sabon Zongo. Here, I spoke with some residents on how the seasonal floods affect them.
When we experience heavy rain, see all our places are flooded, roads and gutters. You even recognize that there's road or gutters here, unless maybe 1 hour. 1 hour later.
Flooded streets and communities are nothing new to residents in the Kintampo North municipality. Kente Newtown, MCE residential area, Edimpong, among other suburbs in Kintampo and communities along the Kintampo-Tamale Road face serious flooding after almost every downpour. The most recent flooding events in the municipality happened in Yabraso, where the only bridge connecting Asantequa, New Longolo, and several other farming communities to the rest of the municipality collapsed after torrential rains. Travelers were forced to swim across the water body, with others employing the use of canoes to access communities beyond the bridge. Work on the Yabraso Bridge was halted after a change in government in 2016, causing travelers and residents to depend on a temporary bridge, which according to them was weak and life-threatening. Although complaints were made about the safety of the temporary bridge, authorities failed to ensure that work on the almost completed Yabraso Bridge was finished. Speaking on the flooding events in the region, Kwesi Edujan called on the Roads and Highways Ministry to ensure that road contractors provide value for money in contracts awarded them.
Most of the works done in the region, they are not to the best of standards to my knowledge.
He also stated that buildings and waterways will be removed. Reporting from Kintampo, I am Michael Chachua Holly, City News.